your own apps, by the way. Another very cool feature is, check it out, file history. File history is something that allows you, that automatically saves previous versions of your documents. So for example, if you have several Word documents when you're writing your thesis, and you mess up the latest version and you want to go back to in time to the previous version of the day before, then file history automatically provides you all you need. You can simply right-click a file in Windows Explorer and say you want to have the version from yesterday. Another very cool stuff is UEFI. UEFI is a new boot system in Windows. UEFI allows you to boot your machine very much faster than, for example, a Windows 7 operation system. My Windows 7 operation systems took around about 20 to 25 seconds to boot. I don't know if this is the same amount as you had, 20, 25 seconds longer. Who had longer? Okay, 2 minutes. So with Windows 8 it's possible to really boot your machines very fast. I've seen devices that start up in 3 seconds. 3 seconds and then you're at your lock screen to log in. This is really amazing. Of course you need a good hardware under the hood, but still 3 seconds is amazing. Another, this is the whole performance topic. The overall performance of the operation system was improved. If you compare Windows 8 running on the same hardware like a Windows 7 system, the Windows 8 runs faster and uses less memory. So the overall performance has been improved. Another nice little feature that will help you if you have to do a lot with DVDs and CDs is our ISO mounting. You no longer need any third-party tools to mount ISOs. You simply double-click an ISO and you have access to all the files on the, within the ISO package. Then we have this metered connections point. The operation system knows which kind of internet connection you have. So for example, if you have plugged in an UMTS stick, then the operation system knows that you will be charged by volume, and therefore the operation system won't download any updates that are necessary. It will reduce the amount of updates downloaded to the absolute minimum. And this is great because this way you can save costs. The operation system just is aware whether you have a broadband connection using a LAN or Wi-Fi, or whether you're charged by volume. Okay, what else do we have? We have multi-monitor support. Of course, we always supported multi-monitors. I don't know, who of you has more than one monitor? Okay, most of you. So, of course, we always supported more than one monitor, but now you're able to span background images over more than one monitor. Now you're able to have a taskbar spanning over more than one monitor. Taskbar is kind of clever when it comes to placing icons, whether on the left monitor or on the right monitor, so you should check it out. This is improved a lot. Then we have something nice called storage spaces. Storage spaces are a feature that allows you to span a partition of your PC over more than one physical disk. So you can really create very huge partitions using this feature. You can also configure the operation system in a way to store your files within one storage space, spanning over several disks in a way that if one disk crashes, the operation system is still able to recover your information. And then, this is my favorite feature actually. We have something called Windows to Go. Who of you has heard of Windows to Go already? No one? One? Okay, excellent. Windows to Go is really amazing. Windows to Go allows you to install the operation system on a USB stick. So if you have a USB stick like this, This is a USB 3.0 32 gigabyte USB stick. You can install Windows on this. Then you plug in your USB stick into the machine, boot from USB, and all your data, all your programs, all your applications are on this USB stick. I'm not talking about storing documents or stuff like that. You have the complete operation system, partition C, on USB. And if you're, for example, if you're working at the university, you can take the USB key, plug it into the university machine, boot your operation environment, have all the programs with you that you have installed on this key. You shut down the machine again, go home, plug it into your desktop machine, same environment there. Then you go, for example, to your girlfriend, plug in her machine, and boot from the USB stick again. So this is really great because you have always your working environment with you. Okay, what else do we have? Well, there seems to be more. I'm not sure whether this is touch capable. No, it's not. Let's check out this. A little joke, no? Okay, what else do we have? We have Hyper-V on the client. Hyper-V allows you to boot virtual machines. You might know this from our service systems. Now you're able to boot Hyper-V machines on your client system. And we have even more. We have improved the file copy mechanism. We have improved the file explorer and so on. Smart screen filtering, antivirus, I don't know. We have done a lot. And all of it is under the hood, and you only notice this if you know it and if you're told about it. That's why I'm here today. But, of course, there's more. Windows 8 is the first operation system of Microsoft that runs on ARM devices. So, up to now, we only supported x86 and x64 platforms. Now we support ARM, meaning you can create little nice slate PCs, tablet PCs with ultra long battery capacity, and you can run Windows 8 on these machines. And then, of course, there's a really huge topic, UX, user experience. We have optimized Windows 8 so that you're able to interact with the operation system using touch. As you might know, Windows 7 also could be used on touch PCs and was even capable of multi-touch gestures, but it never was really a really good user experience. So we've invested a lot to create this new surface, and I think I'll give you a little demo on what this looks like. Could we switch the phones? The mics, not the phones. Thanks. Okay, can you hear me? Yeah, great. So I'll just unplug this and plug it in here in my little demo machine I've got here. So. Can you all see it? Yeah. Okay, so what I've got here is Samsung Slate running Windows 8. And what you see here is my lock screen. When I'm booting the machine, this is what comes up. And as you can see, we've got the date and the time on the lock screen, and we also have some little icons down here, like the one around here, showing that there are new emails for me. So without having logged into the system, I already know that, hey, somebody wrote an email. I should log in to read the email. So let's log in. I swipe up the lock screen, simply by drawing my finger up, and then I'm at the login screen. Oops. Okay, I've got to hold it a little. This is a login screen. I'm quite sure a login screen, when you talk about a login screen, you talk about something looking a little different. So what you might already know regarding login screens is something like this. You have your name and you can type your password. But typing a password on a touch device isn't a really good user experience, especially when it comes to special characters. You have to switch character sets, and this sucks. Imagine you're in the train having this device and you start typing a password. This is not a really good user experience. So Microsoft thought about this problem and invented the picture password. For the picture password, you can simply select any picture of your choice from your library and do a certain gesture on that picture. I selected that dog. No one in the whole world except me knows the gesture I'm doing on that dog to log in. So, let's see. Oh, you can see the gesture. Swipe the tail, left eye, right eye, and I'm logged in. So, when I'm logged in, that's what's coming up. It's the new start menu. The new start menu looks totally different than whatever you have seen before when it comes to Windows systems. We have all these huge tiles giving you information. In the upper left, there's email, information about emails. Behind all these tiles are apps. We have apps on Windows 8, and these apps can be triggered when I click on one of these tiles. So, to get an overview over what tiles or what apps I have got installed, I simply do a gesture. This gesture is a pinch gesture on my tablet. And then I've got an overview, kind of an eagle's view, of all the applications I've got installed, which is quite a lot actually. Okay, so I'll zoom in again, and I simply start one of my apps. Let's take the Photos apps, for example. This is the Photos app that is delivered with Windows 8, and it allows me to check my photos in my different libraries. For example, my library here on disk, my library in SkyDrive, my library on Flickr, my library on Facebook. It's all accumulated to this single application, and I can, for example, select one of these libraries, for example, the local library. The interesting thing here is that if you check out this application, this app, it's full screen. There is no menu bar. There is no red little X in the upper right to close down the application. There is no minimize button. There's no border at all. Every single pixel of this application is content. Every single pixel on the whole screen is content. There's no operation system. Do you see the operation system? I don't. So we've got a new strategy here regarding apps. We want to put the apps in focus. We don't want to mess around or show anything that's not of interest. We just want to show content that's important for the user. So all these new apps, these WinRT apps, are built up like this. You don't even have a menu bar. If you want to see a menu, you do a gesture. The gesture is swiping from the upper or from the lower over the screen. So swipe, oops, and you see down there, buttons appear. So whenever you have to interact with your application, simply swipe up from bottom or swipe down from the higher edge to call the application box. Or make your content items touchable. So for example, I can select this bands category here, and then I can swipe through my photos I have on this machine. And of course I can do my semantic zoom gesture here again.